Agemwa hallelujah kibagenge. God bless you so much.
Kongoi.
Kongoi
Mr.
Bikyo, thank
Constantine
you.
ko tayari.
Oui, alen angutane mwe kongoi eng nafasi na kekono ko kaine kekurono Nicholas Kositany. Pole kaba mwe Karoney, pole eng rwondab Janet, pole Judah, our cousin. Ojomwo amu kaongalal kele kijamei kibaibai lakwani ojomwo kur ka mama kabutuk tugul kobo yu ketien tiendo agenge korok sikotomo kengalal. Obwa kap Kositany tugul chomio ka mama kabutuk kani mbasarura tugul obwa tayo. Ketien kapsa kobaibait Janet engole mite.
Yes, kimache kesaru sait obwanye ojogu kunoto. Aya, tu sanitize. Kuna kijana chipukizi hapo anataka msanitize tafadhali. Aya, endelea kusanitize. Tukiendelea kusanitize kwa wale wageni ambao mnafika, tafadhali kama hujapata chakula cha mchana, basi ushers wetu watakuelekeza ili uweze kupata chakula cha mchana. Kwa hivyo asante sana, na naomba tukomboe wakati kwa sababu wageni bado wako ni wengi, na kanisa pia watakuwa na sehemu yao, tutakuwa na viongozi wetu pia na wapate sehemu yao, alafu kisha tuweze kumlalisha dada wetu Janet Bett Karoney kwa wakati unaofaa. Kwa hivyo naomba tu tukue chap kidogo ili tukomboe wakati. Na kama kuna rambirambi ambao umetumwa nayo, tafadhali angalia pata John Kiptum, alafu ataleta hapa mbele.
Chama katak tugul ngainetab Jesu. Koinyoju ka mama. I want to apologize on behalf of my family by explaining to Judah Bett, our beloved brother and cousin, why we were not talking to him when Janet was sick. Judah, you've been our ultimate. You were our consultant. You advised us. Every single person in our family was sick. What did you want us to advise you with, my darling? There was nothing. Nothing. None of us could talk to you until that Saturday when I felt in my heart I needed to be with you. I want to thank God for the courage he gave me that I was there. But they all sent me. They told me you are better. Because no one would talk to Judah Bett. He's been analyzing our diseases. He's been analyzing our diet. He's been analyzing our education. Janet, on behalf of all of us as a family, I know Nick will talk on a bigger family, but I had to guess this from the heart of all of us. No one would call you. It was not because we neglected you. We didn't know what to tell you. Thank you, Kamat Raila, for being a prayer warrior. Always beside our brother. Kongoi kap Karoney, kikero le kiajam de la kwana. Kikitendo kot kai dance ne kibo kwangut kimata ko tawle ka ge osegitu ki ko Janet. The Lord was preparing us. My family, we stay united. We love you. God bless you all. Kongoi.
Okay.
Asante. So, receive our condolences from the larger family of Nicholas, the late Simeon Sawa Kositang. Ak tiliano tiktugul. Kongete komnyan Janet kugi kingolalo siak Judah. Komwa porto nabala kwani. Koit peshe ni kaleja kakomnyan missing ako menye bone transplant. Kuleja gia ene kuleja meje rabinik chekile. Agilge tugul kubato tiliano tukchu tugul. Kaya nga rabinik jotok chekiame ginya Janet. Lakini eng let kokimut Jehova Janet eng oret age nemam miondo notok nakure epileptic anemia. So ki infecten a virus. Ki tebi ke ngalalo siak Judah kunotok awai kos konungu notok sukurwe Janet kobirwa Judah kuleja kagole daktari kagoromit kilin mutyo Judah ak Raila mutyo missing angajangan ko kam bamuruin Raila mutyo angan ale gijame la kona no gisoma nango theology. She was a special child. Kogaba mwai kap Karoney kongwe missing agile mutyo kora amu kyori la kwana. Brian Paul Sana for losing your dear wife. Now there's a special thing that I've realized in that program that Yogure Janet bye bye. Kogaineta la kwana gogisi no kigure nemi asot lakini nemye ngale nemye in translation ngajut mugule lanyo. Hagobit la kwana tage ko ager yoto go mite Janet age bye bye tugele. That was God's wish to be that way. So kotoma temwe meje agon special condolences jebunu Australia, Felix and family, Charles Jepsiror in US, Arthur and family, James Jepsiror, Kaba Mwegap Sitchene, Kibogi family, Olebunu Kwanda Nanyonate, Alice from USA, special condolences from engineer Wesley Misoy, Akwanda Nyi. Kale jagab Samuaji family komnye, Mrs. Misoy, Raila kale Mrs. Misoy mutyo. Kimanay agela mu ngalekchi jangi mane golo awsita Janet lakini kala mutyo to kubwanka. Gobro chodo choba muzinga ako kaiga.
Gongoi asante sana. Wacha niseme ya kwamba nataka niombe tu heshima wakati program ama ratiba yetu inaendelea. Tafadhali sana tusiwe tukipiga kelele kule nyuma. Nimekuja katika kibanda cha familia hapo kuna makelele kule nyuma. Tafadhali hata ukienda katika kibanda huku hivi unasikia kuna watu kule wanangonezeana na nafikiri tunahitaji kupatiana heshima. Kwa hivyo naomba tu ni masaa machache sana, masaa mafupi alafu tumalize ratiba hii. Na kwa heshima ya Mungu na kwa heshima ya Janet Tafadhali tuheshimiane hivyo. Nataka ni wajulishe uwepo ya Deputy Governor Nandi County. Deputy Governor Nandi County, Dr. Yulita, yuko pamoja na sisi hapa, kwa hivyo asante sana. Trufena uko wapi? Trufena uko wapi? Nataka uje.
Ashaongea.
Ameshaongea. Okay, sawa sawa. Sasa twende katika marafiki wa Juda Bett pia ambao wampewa nafasi. Nataka niseme ukipata tu nafasi tafadhali kwa chap kidogo kwa sababu ya time. Kanisa representative ya Itigo Nandi. Mwakilishi wa kanisa la AIC Stanley Meto uko wapi? Stanley Meto? Aya, wakati Stanley Meto anakuja, Mr. Jude Chesire uko wapi tafadhali? Umeorodheshwa katika watu ambao watazungumza na naomba. Okay, karibu sana. Karibu, nafikiri mwakilishi wa AIC Church Itigo. Okay. Alafu Jude Chesire huwe tayari. William Kimosong uko wapi? Ukuwe tayari. Na pia one of the best MDs and CEOs of
Kwanza kabisa napenda kuwasalimu nyote katika jina takatifu la Yesu Kristo. Mjambo. Mimi ni mtumishi Stephen Bett kutoka Itigo DCC, na tuko na German wa local church ambayo Mr. Bett amekuwa akihudumu, mimi nikiwa ni chairman katika DCC hiyo. Tumekuja na kanisa nzima katika DCC yetu, na kabla sijasema chochote nataka wasimame popote walipo.
Aya,
ili tuseme pole, mtasimama mahali mlipo.
Kutoka Itigo,
watu wote ambao wametoka Itigo,
simameni tafadhali, tutambue uwepo wenu.
Na mwelekeshe mkono ya ishara kusema poleni.
Aya.
Basi familia ya Bett tunasema pole. Tumekuwa pamoja na nyinyi katika maombi. Tunaomba Mungu apate kuendelea kuwafariji kwa wakati huu ngumu. Tumekuwa tukiwaombea kwa wakati huo wote. Na tunajua Mungu ana mpango mzuri kwa ajili ya maisha yenu. Na pia katika familia hii ya Karoney tunasema poleni. Kwa piko ambayo mlipata, poleni. Hatuna lingine la kusema, bali letu tu ni kumtegemea Mwenyezi Mungu. Asante kwa sababu ya neno ambayo Yesu Kristo mwenyewe ametuambia, yeyote ambaye anamwamini atakuwa na uhai baada au wakati atakaporudi mara ya pili. Wacha nimpe chairman katika local church ya Stanley Meto mahali Bett na hudumu na familia yake pia aweze kusema pole na Mungu ataendelea kuwafariji.
Ya tukiendelea kukomboa
nebo tai ochamwagata tuyone lakwani nyocha netengaine nebo Jesu ale chamgei. Kigoigoi ing taitab Jehova amu kingen kele kibendi achek tugul ko kibrutoinik ing ngony. Arangaib ka chemongor akaim baka barabet alen mutyo amu ruondab lakwana kokotoi banda eng kaniset eng boisiet nebo emet len mutyo. Kakibwa ko ki kaniset nebo kapchuta arabet sinyokeririe tugul ak keamis tugul lakwani. Ara kibwa kemwa mutyo eng kanasani amu nyigisini kobit kimwoe kelen ngetiege Jehova sikorirenech ako kaikaiech ako konech muitaet eng kit age tugul. Ara ngondoiwok Jehova, ngorirenak Jehova, kwainak Jehova nemie eng betusiek tugul kimi eng emoni. Kainai ko Elbasarab Tirop kuya kaokas chama nebo local church nebo kapchuta eng olimbo Itigo, kanisa ne kikitau ingo negit nekure Stanley Meto. Kikikure Stanley Meto amu miorititab Kabara Meto nenaki mbunge nenyo. Kongoi.
Sawa, kongoi kabisa. Nafikiri sasa anafuatwa na Jude Chesire. William Kimosong pia uwe tayari tafadhali. Na pia MD who I call the best MD and CEO Say Akili of CPF ukuwe tayari.
Familia ya Karoney, familia ya Juda Bett, viongozi wetu, waombolezaji wote, hamjambo. Nasimama hapa kama in-laws. Sisi tulipatiana msichana Kabrotuk. Yule alikuwa ameolewa na marehemu James Bett. Na kabla sijasema kitu nitasimamisha gogo na family nenyo na bagap kamatia, at least wajue tuko hapa.
Family ne baga matia omnya no tono ngolomio
ako. Mzee hapo na gogo. Gemoi ndio ule ako huko nyuma. Kwa hivyo tunaleta risala yetu ya familia Kapchesire. Kimwae Mutio. Janet ni niece wetu mjomba. Na kwa niaba ya pia dadangu ambaye yako Amerika na watoto wote ambao ni cousins wa Janet, au huyo ni Daisy, Robert, Abigail, Chelimo, Samuel, Joshua na Amani. Tunasema pole sana na tuko pamoja. Janet alikuwa mtoto ambaye alikuwa na furaha wakati yote ambayo tulikuwa pamoja. And there is one thing also she reminds me of my late brother-in-law James Bett, the smile. The smile was very unique, and ukisimama na yeye unatulia hata kama ulikuwa umekasirika. So with those few remarks tunasema kimwae Mutio ngogo nika ibet mochogorenyi. Asante sana.
Okay, asante Kimosong, karibu sana.
Basi kainai ko William Ramosong abunu Kitale. Ka telelinyu asikobit amwaji Mutio kabamwai. Kaimba kabrotok akaimba kapyemongor. Alejo Mutio mising eng nyasutioni nekonyo korebene lakwana. Kapyemongor ko biik chekimi tugul eng Kitale akoi kondoji Arap Chumba boiyot. Kotokomengechen murechu chepkai nguno. Ko kabrotok ko kabamwa chechu. Kelen Mutio mising Bwana Chuta, Mutio Abraham, Mutio sigikab lakwana tugul ak family chebo kabrotok koboch ole bochin. Ako kwoni ak kaniset ole ko tebe lakwani. Konyikisit amu ngilen iker history chebo lakwani. Ko chito nekokotoi maisha. Lakini kokerep ngore nema nendagin nekile nekai yeng gondo kai ngoto kosisin atebet. Kemwa ne len Mutio kai Mutio mising ngo kortu amwae Jehova kamwa Mutio lagok yu kemi bitanin kola mwaji kabamwae Mutio otai Mutio ne kambo ak chepyoset nenyunet kama imuch konyo kokale amwa kora Mutio eng niaba nenyi. Ara kobochin yotok ale kongoi ngoribok Jehova akokai ngotustus rirek amu ngwan. Kongoi.
Asante sana CPF MD, karibu sana.
Thank you very much, Bwana MC. Jina langu ni Mr. Kili, nikiwa rafiki wa family wa Juda sana wa kindani. Na urafiki yetu ulianzia zamani mpaka ile urafiki kafika wakati ambaye Juda alipotafuta mahali pa kuishi kule Nandi, akakuja nikampatia nyumba yangu na shamba yangu, na ndio pale anaishi mpaka sasa. Sasa we have been very great friends and very close family. On behalf of my family, my wife Cecilia, my children Valerie, Sharon, Emmanuel, I want to, who are friends of the children of Bett, and also the family of Karoney. We have all been very close people together. I know we were all working together to get charity, get the best kind of treatment. And I remember when we were consulting with Judah, and the decision was made that we take the girl to India, even fundraising. We did it with one heart. I remember it was not a challenge for us to raise funds. And if it was funds and love, we would have prevented Janet from dying. But I want to say this so that it's clear to everybody. Kwamba, kaigai ongena kitagenge au kisomeni tukul Bible. It is the devil who came to earth to actually provide and actually brought death. Nigi met kunyo ngonyuni. Mababa Jehova nyando amababa Jehova ko ga sikita chitukul ngone mingi na ngone o. So amaja correctan bi ke janje moy ko len ki cham Jehova missing Janet. So amane so ko amot. Kaigai nge correctan nge nyota the truth is that the devil is the problem. Brian, this is a time, my good friend, the young man, to be now what normally we used to hear the late President Moi say. Wewe utakuwa baba na nani? Na mama. Take care of that little girl and all of us will surround her with love. Thank you very much and may God bless all of us as we mourn.
Okay, na ikiwa una risala za asante sana MD CPF bwana Kile. Ukiwa na rambirambi tafadhali unaweza kuja naye hapa ili tuweze kutangaza. Naona kuna risala za rambirambi ambayo tumekuwa tukipata. Nataka tu niseme tafadhali sana. Tuende sasa katika hali ya kukomboa wakati. Na kabla nialike Mr. and Mrs. Judah Bett, kuna nafasi sasa nataka tuweze kucheza virtual tribute pia na mothers tribute kabla ya baba na mama ya Janet Bett Karoney kuja hapa mbele. Kwa hivyo Celestine, nafikiri uko chonjo hapo. This is a very very special tribute. It was well done. Na mimi nataka tuhakikishe ya kwamba tumeweza kupata hiyo virtual tribute. Hold on kidogo. Yeah, we want to start in an orderly version. So the virtual tribute, kila mtu ambaye labda hukuwa na nafasi ya kujua maisha ya Janet vizuri, this is where you get it. This is the virtual tribute. Alafu pia tupate mother's tribute na kisha tutahakikisha kwamba tumekaribisha baba na mama wa Janet Bett. Hey, are we ready to go? Good. Let's go.
While at Nairobi Primary, Janet was known to be the ever charismatic and smart girl. All her teachers and fellow classmates loved her. She was always open to helping her classmates whenever they needed help on an assignment or had question. Outside of the classroom, she was kind, caring, and witty. Her smile and laugh always lifted up the mood of the friends who surrounded her. Her storytelling never failed to bring intrigue and laughter to those who had a chance to listen, and whenever one of her friends needed her in their most trying times, she was always there to be a shoulder of support or listening ear.
Janet was a truly remarkable person and friend. She had this special quality about her, always jovial and so full of life. I looked forward to seeing her every morning at school, knowing we would have so much to laugh about. She would laugh from her belly and with her shoulders. It was just such a pleasure to be in her company every time. Janet was fun, but she was also focused. She was brilliant in school and grasped things effortlessly. She was pure-hearted and always made everyone around her feel good. She was fiercely loyal and dependable. It was simply impossible to not love her. I'm so grateful to God to have had a friend in her and to have experienced only beautiful moments with her. I am better for having known her. I pray she will be blessed in the next life in the same way she has been a blessing to so many of us. I will always remember her laughter and the sunshine she brought into my life. I love you, Janet, and I will really, really miss you. Thank you for touching my life in a truly special way. Your friend, Njoki.
While Janet was an exemplary student, she was essentially a dreamer. She would fill up her notebooks in school with doodles and dreams of her life outside the classroom. She hated sports and came up with any and every excuse to avoid it. She, however, found time to connect with everyone in her own special way. Janet made sure to make everyone feel special by asking how their day was and entertain them with her hilarious stories. somehow she would never do things the easy way. She always wanted to infuse some adventure in her life. This is what made her unique and well-loved among her friends. We will miss her giggles and her determination to live her life well and to the fullest.
I met Janet at Simba Corp. We both joined in 2013. I remember so clearly the first day I met her. Janet had come in to sign her offer letter. I was struck by her energy, her warm, cheeky smile, and her teeny-weeny afro that she wore like a crown on her head. She instantly reminded me of American near-soul artist Jill Scott, so beautiful and glamorous. At Simba, Janet had a strong work ethic. She was ambitious, reliable, and a problem solver. And boy, did she have grit. Janet could push past the difficulties of her role as a coder. She had the toughness you need to endure hours and hours and hours of coding, and the determination to get up and do it all over again the next day. Grit isn't something we teach. It's something you have or don't have. And Janet had plenty grit. From being a great worker, Janet was a wonderful colleague. She was thoughtful and kind. She laughed with her whole heart and was friends with literally everyone. It was kind of hard not to love Janet. At Simba, Stella, Janet, and I were the terrific trio. We shared our breaks, our lunches, and eventually our lives. We became wives. Janet and I became moms. We made plans. But God had other plans, and my memories remain. I still smile when I think about Janet. I still WhatsApp her to ask her how she's doing and to tell her that I found a show she'd like on Netflix, or to ask her if I should buy more plants because we both agreed I have a plant problem. There's some who bring a light so great to the world that even after they have gone, the light remains. Janet's light remains. Goodbye, my sweet friend. With all my heart, you are the one person in this life I never thought I'd be saying goodbye to.
Janet holds a special place in the hearts of everyone who's part of the Women Work family. We are really tight-knit sisterhood as a team at Women Work, and Janet was truly the heart and soul of our team. We've talked a lot about the joy that she brought, the fun, the challenge she brought every day to how we thought about our work, and really was a friend, a close friend to so many of us. In addition to being so incredibly talented and dedicated to our mission, she really built strong relationships with everyone that she's come in contact with. Women Work, in short, is Janet, and we will be forever grateful to have shared part of her life over these past few years. She was such a joy to work with, and we miss her, and will continue to miss her. Our deep condolences to her family, and we'll just continue to hold her in the light and keep her memory alive.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. How many people have been touched by that story? Hebu nione kama umeguzwa kiasi. Okay, very good. Very well done. Very well done. Miki kityo nekanyonjo kanga kase in lago jukara nengo ngalaldos kuna. Kobwat kabwatutik yuk boy child. Kasale ngalali lago Uingereza kabisa chekororonen chebo America ko lagok chemi komie. Une boy child ngole mi. So boy child magaina ile kazi kwako. Very good. Haya, hebu tupatie condolences ambayo imetufikia kabla ya kualika Mr. and Mrs. Judah Bett.
Asante sana Alex Tum. Pokea rambirambi kutoka group of Kitale, Arusei and Isaac. Group kutoka Nandi, Dr. Arusei, Mr. Marus, Dr. Nicholas Leting na Enos Leting, wote wanatoka Nairobi. Reverend and Mrs. Nicholas Misoi kutoka Sugoi amesema pole. Mr. and Mrs. Moses Saina, Mr. and Mrs. Carol Limo na Jennifer wametuma rambirambi pia. Dr. Korir Singoi ambaye ni legal advisor in the office of the Deputy President ametuma rambirambi. Patrice Bishop yetu Sila ametuma rambirambi. Retired Bishop Sila Yego ametuma rambirambi.
Geoffrey Sang, Jeffrey Koske ametuma rambirambi. Nikimalizia kuna Benjamin Rono, University of Eldoret, ametuma rambirambi. William Kirwa ambaye alikuwa former manager KCB ametuma rambirambi pia. William Kurgat kutoka Lelaibe ametuma rambirambi. Mr. Rotich, NCBB Regional Manager, Mr. Francis Koech, Lelaibe. Mr. Ben Lagat kutoka Leseru, Retired Chief Nelson Serem kutoka kule Sugoi. Mrs. Susan Mutahi Samoei ambaye ni dada ya DP or Deputy President. Thank you very much. Alex.
Let's now do the tribute that I know is a special tribute from the US. Can we just have it on the screen? After that, we'll have the mother's tribute. Then Mzee Judah Bett will come to the stage. Okay, I think you can see, my brother, you brought up such a fine girl. No doubt your parenting contributed to the greatness that we are celebrating in Janet today. Janet was a great leader in life as she is in her death. She was an achiever and a person with positive vibes, a warm heart, and a full life, which she willingly and joyfully shared with Brian, is a testimony to young couples that marriage is a gift, that two people gift their lives to each other. Thank you, Brian, that you consciously loved our girl and stood by her side and loved her through it all, living your marriage vows with total commitment. Janet and Brian's commitment to each other is a legacy for young marriages to learn the art of selfless giving to the other without giving up. To Brian and Nemye, God will be kind to you to immortalize Janet's memory. Fare thee well, Janet. Fare thee well. Chebogabro took. No doubt you have begun your dance with the angels. Mutyagonyo. That is a special message ambaye iliandikwa na kutumwa kutoka Marekani, and it is very special to Mzee Judah, Baba Janet Bett Karoney.
Hello. That message is from Professor Rose Korir from the University of Moi University of Lorette, North America. There is a message from cousins and my sister-in-law from US, which I had seen the photo coming. I think there was a change. If it can come, that can be played.
Janet alikuwa mtoto wetu mwema kweli, na nitamwachia mama wangu, Mama Mary Chesire, aseme machache juu yake. Lakini kwa niaba ya watoto wangu, Daisy, Robert, Abigail, Deborah, Samuel, Joshua na Amani, ningependa kusema asante Janet kwa kazi nzuri, kwa kuwa mtoto wa mfano mwema. Tunahuzunika kweli kwa kuondoka kwako kwa ghafla, lakini tunajua safari yako ni safari ambayo imekuwa njema, umekamilisha vizuri. Pumzika na Yesu, tutazidi kuonana tena. Mungu awafariji wote na endelee kutufariji nasi hapa Amerika. Asante sana. Ni mimi Reverend Victoria Bett.
As a mother of Janet, I feel so blessed to have been able to nurture Janet to see her grow, to be a wonderful lady who was full of life, full of love, and full of laughter.
Thank you very much, Mama Janet has not been able to internalize, and she's in the process. And at a quiet moment, she chose to record a tribute of our daughter. Mrs. Chesire, you are given the mandate to speak on behalf of the Americans. I thought your son, our in-law, Jude Chesire, had represented the whole family, but I see you have also come, so I'll give you a moment to greet us and to pass the condolences of the family.
Familia ya Karoney, kondoe Brian, pole sana. I also never expected to speak, but since I've been called, amache amwage akobo mogochoroni nyu. Judah, brother-in-law, ya Victoria, used to give us their children. So Janet was the most happiest girl. Kija monyo ko celebrate birthdays ngonyo. Kegur che bye akoy ko sich akne Victoria che bye nemi America nguno. So kap Judah najua amini haijaingia na haitaingia haraka, lakini Yesu akae ndani ya roho zenu, especially Brian. Brian, you are very empty, but we are praying for you. We know you are very empty. That was a very lovely woman. She is lovely wherever she is. May God bless you. Thank you.
Obaibai nji gogo ya? Obaibai tubake. Mogero le jonjo.
Kwanza nitoe shukrani tele kwa wale wote ambao muko hapa kuomboleza nasi. Ni ngumu na ni vingumu nikiwa ninajifunza Kiswahili kueleza uchungu ambaye iko kwa wasasi kwa upande wote. Mtoto ni kibao kwa Mungu. A gift from God. A gift that is so precious that when you lose, part of you is lost. As we started the journey of Janet, let me just fast track and leave the period of sickness and start with the period of arrival from India, that it is not easy to accept. It is not easy to formulia. Muite, kimuitai, but I pray our God will continue to comfort us to accept in time and to heal over time, but cannot be instant, as some would expect us to wipe our tears today and forget our dear daughter. Our children are so special. Like everybody's child is so special. I was placed with Raila with beautiful 4 girls and one son, Michael. Our cows became an attraction that our home, I would call it United Nations, because they are married from all corners of Kenya. And I was seeing them like when they go to Olympics, and at times I would say, who is going to represent Kenya, in quotes? And Janet became the representative of Kenya in the Olympics. I hope you understand what I'm trying to paraphrase. Our love of our sons-in-laws had no boundaries, no tribal barriers. We love them all. But when Janet and Brian met and we came to know of their relationship, right in this compound, inside there, something clicked that now at last we may have one married to the Kalenjin community. And maybe it was a silent prayer that we never spoke out. So one time when we were in this compound, on a different celebration, I was introduced to Brian, and they happened to have been in the same University of Strathmore with Janet. So I asked Brian, how are you? Where are you? He said, I'm in Strathmore. Nothing would hold me back. I asked, do you know Janet? Brian did not answer me, but he smiled, and I got the message. What a joy it was, in the sense that Professor Misoi and this family came to know each other in the early days after our education. And when our children were being born, the firstborn, I don't know whether mine was first or Misoi was first, but I was placed first to have a car before he got one. So when Mama Kipruto was giving birth to Kipruto, he came very early to come and ask for a lift to take Mama to the hospital. And that was the beginning in 1981 or 82 of our relationship. So when this was cemented by the marriage of Brian and Janet, it cemented a long-lasting relationship. That our hearts are broken because of this home that has become part of our home. And I pray that Pamwai will remain forever until Jesus comes for us. We have Nemie, who will remain also a permanent bond between us. We thank God for that. Janet became so special to us in a way that we did not speak about it. But I'll tell you an incident, which is a repeat of what I said on Wednesday. While we were having lunch at Karen Club by the swimming pool, which we used to go almost every Sunday after church, and the children could swim. Janet was learning how to swim. I think she was 4 years, and followed the sister and went to the deep end. Then we had a shouting from all corners, "A child is drowning, a child is drowning." And we also was shouting, "A child is drowning." When she's being got out of the waters, we realized it is our Janet who was drowning. Thank God there was a doctor in that area, gave first aid, and we rushed to hospital. I'm beginning now to think the love I have for Janet, or we have for Janet, began with that possessiveness. That as she went through school, and a time came for her to go to university, we did not allow her to go overseas like the rest of the siblings. Caroline was in Manchester, Diana was in Bath, Michael was in South Africa, and when it came to Janet's turn, we convinced her to go to Strathmore. And we had to use all adjectives to describe how beautiful and how excellent Strathmore is. Better even than Manchester. And again, you are home. And we told her, we love you, stay here. Say, but you allowed Chiri is the firstborn of the girls. You allowed her to go to Manchester when she was young. I said, did you notice something? We love Chiri too. And every holiday, she came home. She had to fly back home every holiday until the last year when she allowed her to work. That's a special love we had for our children. But I see the reason why Janet remained in Strathmore was for you, Brian. And you remain our dear son, and that love will continue to grow for that. For unknown reason, beginning last year or this year, I have been writing personal messages on each and every birthday of our children. We have a family WhatsApp group, and we used to write, happy birthday Janet, happy birthday Michael, happy birthday so-and-so, and put a few emojis of cake, ice cream and whatever, balloons. But this year, you will see on page 8 or page 9 of the program, is a snapshot of my message to Janet on a birthday on 14th of June this year, and a response. And by the end of the day, the rest of the family was saying, you have not posted a message on the group for Janet. My answer was, I sent a special direct message to Janet. Little did I know that Janet was going to go. I don't know, I don't have words to describe, but Kabamai, we loved our daughter, and you showed that you also loved her so much that we never saw any separation between us. My prayer this afternoon is to continue in that love, that we be together always. When Janet and Brian got married, we were concerned and made an open expression that they become active in the church. And they joined Nairobi Chapel, which we call a daughter or a sister. Pastor Reverend Mulandi will tell us whether they are a sister or a daughter of Nairobi Baptist Church, where we have been since 1976. And when we had them studying a program called Mzizi and following through and eventually having a holy matrimony, we were so happy that they are following the footsteps of our Lord Jesus Christ. So I have joy this afternoon of meeting Janet, and pray that God will keep us on the narrow path to meet Janet again when my time or our time comes. Friends, family who are here, I could talk the whole day about Janet, but allow me to stop there. I have condolences from friends, Ken Boit from Leseru, Sociani, and the group of Kalenjin Caucus group sent their condolences. Many other friends have sent condolences, but may I give 3 special condolences from the managing director of the cooperative bank, Mr. Muriuki, sent condolences to the family, and he was very supportive while raising the funds to go to India. the managing director of ABC Bank, Shamas, send his condolences. Friends from Netherlands who are flying out tonight, and our nephew Paul Ruto is hosting them in Nairobi to see them off today. He also sends his condolences. Friends, family, congregation, thank you. We have received many condolences. I will not mention all of them. Thank you, church. Thank you, MC. Thank you, everyone. God bless.
Thank you very much. Asante sana, asante sana. That was very well done. Asante, tunajua ni wakati mgumu, lakini asante sana baba Judah Bett, babake Janet Bett Karoney. Kwa sasa nataka atiba inabadilika kidogo kwa sababu kanisa pia watahitaji nafasi yao. Nataka Zipora, yule ambaye atatusomea eulogy. Zipora yuko wapi? Nataka uje hapa usome eulogy. Kuna sababu. Nataka niombe kila mtu utuwie radhi. Kuna sababu ya eulogy kusomwa saa hizi. Ni request ya familia kwa sababu kuna familia kubwa. Kwa hivyo nataka tusome eulogy, alafu Brian atafuata baada ya hiyo, na pia Mr. and Mrs. Karoney. Kwa hivyo tuweze kupata nafasi tu ya eulogy kwanza. Okay, before the eulogy, let me just request. Mzee amesema wacha atangulia tafadhali. So let me have Mr. Karoney, babake Brian Karoney, basi achukue ushukani, alafu kisha eulogy itasomwa na Brian afuate hapo baada ya hiyo.
Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Wakati mama anakuja, wacha nichukue nafasi hii tena kuwakaribisha wote hapa. Profesa alikuwa amefanya hivyo. But let me thank all of you who found time to be with us today. Asanteni sana. I want to say we are law-abiding citizens. Wakati corona ilipofika, Gavana Mandago akasema wasee kama sisi niendeni nyumbani. One afternoon, nikiwa hapa nyumbani, tulipikiwa simu kwamba Janet ni mgonjwa na amechukuliwa hospitali, kwamba damu imeenda chini. Sisi tukafikiri ni kawaida ya kina mama, wakati mwingine damu ina drop, na akipewa damu anaambiwa kule liver na iron tablets. We thought it was a simple treatment. Lakini after a week ikasemekana pia anatakiwa aongezewe damu. Then we realized there is a problem here. Sisi tulitoka hapa na mama tukafika Nairobi. Kufika Nairobi tukaambiwa this is a serious disease called aplastic anemia. Matibabu kule India. Pesa kiasi fulani, 10 million plus. Because of you people, because of our friends, our relatives, amua kwek, choronok, tilionutik, akandoi kimiu. We were able to raise that money within a week. We took Janet to India and we thought things will be well. Kiki tinya kamangune no missing. Kwa kagiokte Janet kwa sang ko mutuboyoni. You will excuse me, I'll mix the languages because here among us here kuna wazee, kuna wamama ambaye lugha ya Kiingereza pia ina kidogo. Kugigimongo kabisa gele kwa Janet India ipkonyoru konyoiset kugigichopege ke toroch kuwek India. Kigibegi sautik in Nairobi Baptist Church. Kwamta, Reverend Pastor Mulandi. Agobo chi negile Elijah. Elijah negi kimiongatet amuging yagap kumoy ngalek king negile Ahab. Kole gele jelge amuy mujke baren. Kogile ko yigi mite kera root. Lakini kiit kwayam kera runa tak. Koging kwayami. Kule ipta yat Elijah. Ui Seraphath. Ibi nyoru kwony. Nimatinye boyot. Ip ko bayini. Aki nyoru mengatet nyundo. Kogingo. Kogiyokte Janet India. Kogigagiyan gele Seraphath ninyo. Nindo. Nip ko nyoru konyosi negararan. Ip ko nyoru atebe negararan. Fellowship. Ak tungwega gomye. Maimugak. Ki yagay tundok. Wiki nebalet. Quite ke admitted. She was admitted. And after some few days, taken to ICU. And then on Sunday, things turned bad. Uliking one need me sing biju. Ko side nubalet kusirtoy. Negi nge twiri ni O'Brien. Agonda Zoom. Ki ker tugule. Agegas tugule. Kwindi. Kole murenono. Uye uwojine yuo la kwet. Si met. Tamagas ka met. Kutugu. Amugojam gwele la kwet. Love you. Mommy, love you. Kulondo yuo la kwet. Video. Tamatwe kwa gas ka met. Sayo go sirtoy. He was crying out. Janet, don't leave me. Don't leave me with Nemye. Please, God. Please, save Janet. Kingwa ningajek nivakongut. Kimia glogo mesa. Chigigi ko se nigimitul sumi. Ko kingwanit all nga muitane ndete. Amuko ingare rinyu. Kubigu logo ju. Kigi mboy kweni. Koko ogorumi missing all ngare ringitanda. Ingrange ditorit. Amuka ogorumi missing. Ko ngaga suje bioset. Ko kasarire. Ko kigi nyitap 83. Kuyega umwa silangyo. Anyor Filimona Ramurey. Kuriring screen of an Eldred. All the boy yondoni. Ne kagoni niriring you. Kuli joko sito. Chebio seta wirin you. Ko yita mejito missing. Ko age legend mogo mi. Ko again not. Ki tariring streets to Eldred. Mami kiki munch kuiga moy walk kogi authority kwa India Janet kia bwata kubo agoba jine gile Gideon ak Israelites kogi nyor shida na missing agoba Midianites chiki jam go nyugu pare agon agoibe tugu kubein ko ifkorur nganu kik ingebenet kulisimba bwa Midianites nyugibe allugo nyumalaga yati nyuguleji angi Mungu nikijam gelen ay maajabu kukikuono tikijam go mwasiki chok aguyuogi chok what happened kikitebege tebuti kiujoto the God of the 0 hour where are you to save Janet? Where are your miracles? Why can't this small girl be saved from this disease? But Gideon was able to defeat the Midianites. Okay, one Midianites. So it's our belief that God is going to assist us is going to be with us, and we are going to defeat this challenge. Amamwa awe kwa kongoi ko ngagoj madam ya tuguli ko mangalio si anyabut pek.
I want to thank everyone present here today. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for praying. Thank you, my sister Susan Chuma. Nugo bir wasi meta gilejo rib nemye aribe nemye Susan karib ko kagona gamet akwa India, and wrote a message to me when she had boarded the plane. I would later thank you so much, Mom, for your love. Thank you. I don't want to talk because I know I'll be. Thank you, family. Thank you, Nairobi Baptist. Thank you, my family in Nairobi. We stayed in Nairobi for 2 weeks. You cooked for us. You prayed with us. You encouraged us. You loved us. You showed us the love that we shared with Janet. I have said and said, Kaba Mwai, that love that Janet brought between us is going even to grow stronger. And Nemye is going to grow in the Lord, and she'll be stronger. Among all the biketanga le gunemye gumnyano gunga nemye ako yoger nemye shortly nemye korwe kongete saa 5 ako saa 7 amungi net sigik go unot ki net kamet korusa kongete saa 5 ako saa 7 kumagmache ge interruptan program nenyi. I just want to read our tribute as the Karoney parents ane akagui ki chame Janet. Sunday afternoon, it was the time when we would talk with Janet. If I miss that call on Sunday afternoon, we speak on Monday. The first Christmas, when Janet came to our home, she went out very early in the morning with my little daughter, Cherotich. She loved my daughters, my sisters. Brian has 4 sisters. They went out. When she came back, she was carrying a small bag. Mom, sit on this chair at the dining in our house in Eldoret. Sit here, Mom. Janet. Sometimes I check the mother-in-law. Immediately when you destroy the relationship. Ingem kot kuma ko gere la kweta queen aroy ga ngile manya ko ki manyor la kwenyu lakini givorti chomnyet ako chomnye ki lo ko kweyot atangaje ki geleite bungonya ki lo ki kweyot tungo kas ko lane ko ngaba ale na leji aon yosindo by doing exercise ko lo exercise ngawendi aitiste binik chu.
Very good.
This one I will keep close to my heart. Yani amu chamnye ne gitinge lakwen nyo Brian. Ku chamnye ne gigigochi Janet ku konyo go inyo. I know I can talk a lot. Thank you. Thank you my teachers for being here. Thank you my deputy Mr. Kimwok. Those were the people chegi ngete ako baitigo. Agip ko bor chamnye. Nothing moy girls negiting Janet amula kwenyu nakanyogonyu. I'm reading this. Our dearest daughter in love, when you came to our home, you brought a lot of love, always expressed through your wonderful smile. Janet, your love and care for Brian and his sister was immeasurable. You made him the happiest man. You loved us not just as parents-in-law, but equally like your parents, Raila and Judah. Mommy, the last time we spoke, Nemye wanted you to smell the flower she had picked that day. We did not know it was our last moment to enjoy your lovely smile. It is difficult to say goodbye, Janet, but we promise we will take care of Brian and Nemye for you. We will ensure Nemye enjoys our love and that of her Itigo grandparents, that is Raila and Judah. Your life was a blessing to us and a treasure words cannot express. We will miss our Sunday phone calls, but our hearts will hold you close and dearly, always. Rest in eternal peace, my daughter, Janet. That is a tribute from me and Agui. Kigurene Agui amunge gurene goga Agui ko gurene Janet ko gure Daddy Agui.
Ku yagamwa ko gitebe tayat tebuti ketang gimuji ge wolwe joto. But I believe God is with us. God is taking us through this. And the relatives, I want to thank our friends because they are with us through this journey. I also want to thank the Nairobi Baptist Church. Thank you. Mulandi, Majid, Wainaina, Solomon Osundwa, June. Thank you so much. You are with us in all these challenges that we had. You gave us financial support, prayers. You called all of us when we were at our lowest moment. God bless you. We also want to thank the friends. You supported us through prayers, financial support. You came out to donate. There are those people who came to donate blood. Yani imujit nyeke tukul pesa rabinik che imuji ngele jingi nyane nuni wendi gitu. Lakini ngele maje korotik every week. Iberesi met binget. Ki birsi meeting Nairobi ke jenge big chiki maji ko gon blood every week. Mi ala chigele pledgeless jengo ko igoite mo wendi kasi inyoluli. Kya geleji kale mo chamwet ke ginimungel rate amugit nyitilianu tike jang asigi ip ko pa Nairobi. I'm telling you, there are those people who came to support us, to give us blood. I thank you. County, Nebo was engaged through Your Excellency, Mandago. We got support, some even water ambayo tunakunywa hapa imetoka huko imeletwa na gari ya county. Stima ambayo tunatumia usiku tumepewa na county. Thank you. Muiben Kokwe akanise kingo ka obinga leju ipoto bon Nairobi amugi hige ni boto we ngindia lakini kinget kokwe akanise akwa ngaleju tulugere keito ila ka kiuni koga osisikia ke tulugani tu amajo lejo ngoi kanise na baya CDCC msima akokoni kongoi ngori gorutaya. I'm going to appreciate Moigals, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming. I know you are grieving like us. We went together to Itigo when we were going to engagement of Janet. I know some of you are so surprised when we went in for engagement and we came out after 5 minutes. Maybe you thought to menyimwa. Lakini program ya calendar is very simple. Uko na ngombe ine, yes, aya, chukua. That's how brief it was. Thank you, my girls. We also have friends here. You could not, you didn't get time to say Paul. We know Dr. Rusey, we know Rusey and Isa from Kitale, and many of you. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And Marus, so Ben, I know you are there. You didn't get time. Thank you for coming. And friends of our children, we thank you. You didn't get time to say Paul here, but we know you are there. Thank you. And may God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Makofi kwa wazazi hao, wanajaribu sana. Ni maombi yenu na neema ya Mungu wanajikaza. Nataka niseme ya kwamba kulikuwa na interruption kidogo wakati tulikuwa naona virtual images pale na tutapata kipindi hicho. Alafu Zipora ukuwe ready usome eulogy. Alafu Brian mume wake the late atapa mbele aseme yake kidogo pia. Alafu tuenende kwa hiyo hali ya kukomboa wakati. Nataka nitoe heshima zangu na asante kwa viongozi wakiongozwa na Gavana Manda ambao wako hapa kwa sababu ya uvumilivu wao. Kama mjuavyo, wakati kama hii ni wakati mgumu sana kwao kwa sababu ratiba yao inakuwa tight kwa sababu ya kazi mingi, lakini nataka niseme asante kwa uvumilivu wao, ni upendo kwa familia na heshima pia kwa mwenda zake Janet. Kwa hivyo tupate 1 2 3 go.
As a mother of Janet, I feel so blessed to have been able to nurture Janet, to see her grow, to be a wonderful lady who was full of life, full of love, and full of laughter. I thank God that He gave me that opportunity to experience what a wonderful person Janet was. I lack the words to describe the loss. Her place cannot be filled by anybody. She remains our Janet. She remains in our hearts, and we love her so much. We miss her so much, and we know that we shall meet her in heaven. So we say kwaheri Janet, and thank you for being our daughter.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Condolences pia zinaendelea kufika hapa. Condolences from Commissioner Joseph Rop ambaye amekuwa akifanya kazi sana katika ofisi ya naibu ya rais kama commissioner kule mambo ya security. Joseph Rop, tumepata condolences zako. Mama County Mheshimiwa Gladys Sholei pia ametumana condolences zake. Honorable Sudi pia ametumana condolences zake, na pia Julius Bitok, ambassador Pakistan ambaye anawania kiti cha ugavana sehemu hii ya Wazingisho, ametuma pole zake. Karibu sana Zipora.
Janet had always wanted to write her own eulogy. She started it and unfortunately was not able to finish it. So we as her friends and family helped her finish it. Living on little bags of life, my story. About 2 months ago, I was diagnosed with severe aplastic anemia, a very rare blood disorder where your bone marrow stops producing sufficient blood. This meant I was really weak and tired all the time. It is the little bags of life, blood transfusions, that kept me going. These little bags literally bought me more time. It hasn't always been like this though, so let me take you back right to the beginning. My name is Janet Bett, Karoney, and this is my life. I turned 31 this year. I am the 4th child in our family and a size 3 shoe. My dad felt I was very special and different, while I shared my giggly and humorous side with my mom. We were always laughing and cracking jokes. I always found the school part of eulogies boring. I don't want mine to be the same. So allow me to summarize. I did go to school. I did really well, like I was the top girl in my GCSE class, and went on to graduate from Strathmore University. Funny story though, apparently I loved school so much that I was always the first in the car and cried when my siblings would make us late. My life was not all about academia though. When I joined Strathmore University, I met the love of my life, Brian Kipchumba Karoney. You see, Brian's uncle is my dad's friend and had requested Brian to look for me. Destiny, right? We built our friendship based on fun, humor, play, and intellectual discourse. After 6 years of dating, Brian proposed to me in the most unforgettable way. Just to give you some details, can you imagine he rented out the entire cinema at Prestige Plaza and created an emotional movie that incorporated my loved ones asking for my hand in marriage. We tied the knot on the 12th of December 2017 in a super colorful ceremony by my standards. Now let me tell you about my husband, Brian. Brian is loving, kind, and selfless. Out of this beautiful love came our princess Nemye. Our strong friendship and love reflected in our little family. We were inseparable. My husband is truly the perfect husband. He stood with me till the end. I have no doubt whatsoever that Nemye is in great hands and no one will take care of her and protect her more than Brian. My Kamatis also welcomed me into their family with so much love and support. I was basically one of them. Mom and Dad supported and accepted me, making sure I was always comfortable. I was passionate about my career. I started out at Simba Colt as an intern and later got a full-time position in the tech team. I later moved to Nexus, where I got the opportunity to serve as a general manager. Talk about moving on up. I pivoted into the startup world at Women Work Kenya right after that. As a typical Kenyan, I had an entrepreneurial spirit. My siblings at one point nicknamed me Hustler because I was always full of entrepreneurial ideas. I started 2 businesses, namely J-Bride. This was going to be the next big thing and was a one-stop shop for brides planning for their big day. I had just recently launched Fat Check after working on it for a very long time. A lot of people who know me know I was always on one diet or another and always met many who are the same. So I figured if it was made into a game or competition, it would give extra motivation. I had a fun and full social life and really enjoyed spending time with my friends. I had a close-knit circle with whom we shared many memories together, from my Rusinga High School friends group, which was dubbed Ngware MCs as a tribute to the neighboring area, to my Bayside friends who we have shared lots of memories, travel, and life experiences. I was blessed to have made really close friends at work too. The final chapter. Like I had mentioned, I was diagnosed with a severe illness that changed my life so quickly and resulted in us gathering here today. In the last 2 months from my diagnosis, I felt overwhelming love and support, both monetary and emotionally, and fought hard to the end. Somewhere along the way, my immunity was greatly compromised and I caught an infection. With my low blood count, my body was unable to fight the infection. This was sudden and difficult, but my love resides in all of you. My legacy. I felt it is important to let you guys in on this rare condition. I had big plans to raise awareness about aplastic anemia after my treatment